In China has been a bittersweet experience. So, in the course of these episodes, as you follow me along, from my experiences, not only about China, but life as a whole. Yeah, you should learn a lot from me. Okay, so when I left Cameroon for China, I planned to stay there for just 6 months. Like they always say, man proposes and man gets to propose and God disposes. So everything is in the hand of God. He's the master planner. Yeah, sometimes it takes you to a direction you might be thinking about your own plans, because for me, I plan to stay in China for 6 months, but be it as it is, I stayed in China for 6 years, for close to 6 years. 28th of March, if I'll still be in China, I'll be 6 years in China. So 5 years and 5 years and 4 months, like that. Just 4 months left for me to be 6 years in China. So it should be 5 years and 8 months in China. So once you get into China, reality happen. Different people get to experience different things in China, but mine was, I would like to say, what I experienced, I would like to call a process. Yes, I now believe there is a God. I believe there's a God who directs our path, our steps, and everything about us. Yeah, you plan. You definitely have to plan, but He's the master planner. If the builder builds without the Lord, the builder builds in vain. And if the watchman watches without the Lord, the watchman watches in vain. So whatever you do, whatever your plans are, just commit them unto the Lord, because He has a better one for you, unlike what you think. So I plan to be there for 6 months. I stayed close to 6 years. I amassed of experiences. Yeah. So why I say my journey or my stay in China was a process is just part of a little piece in the whole puzzle, like just to fit it. If I realized my purpose in China earlier, I would have long been back to Cameroon earlier. But I was there not at my own direction, but the direction and directives of God. Like for me to be able to become the man I am today, the painful experiences, like there was these 9 months. I actually stayed in a ghetto. I think that's actually pretty much one of the worst place any foreigner would stay in China. It was pretty horrible. The conditions there were bizarre and somehow demeaning. I had to stay with Chinese in a ghetto, like literally a small bedroom, just one bedroom, not even the size of this place, pretty small, and just a little bed with no mattress on it. I had to be there for 9 months. It was pretty horrible. That's why I always say there's never a glory without a story, and there's never a testament without a test. So it was more like a hair in there, but in that little place, in that little confinement, I had nothing but God. I had nobody but God, and I got in touch with myself. I got in touch with my innermost person, the person in me, and I had to find my way out from that room to the life I'm living right up to this moment. So that's why I say it's a process, because God can never start a process in your life. He can never start a project in your life, and He abandons it like halfway. No, he's not the kind of God. Once he starts a project, once he picks a project, he must finish it. So I say I'm a process from China. I believe I was right. It was the right time for me to come back home because I'd already met a lot of people. I met a lot of people. I impacted a lot of people positively. I inspired a lot of people, and I sowed a lot of seeds in people. Seeds I know they will grow. Some will take time. Some were sown by the roadside, some by the thorns, some by the stones. But definitely, in as much as there's a lot, God who has purpose for everything, those seeds will grow and they will create impact in the lives of the people I met in China. Pretty good people, quite helpful, and I call some of them family. They are all family. They are just like family to me, always there, and all of that. And they had to do a surprise birthday party for me. You will not believe that, guys. Yeah, you get to see all of that. So that's what I call process. China in the early days, like when I just got there, it was kind of easy. Like, I found ways to make money and it was pretty easy. But now, like close to a year into my stay in China, I was welcome and shown a different face of China altogether. A total different face, my people. But that's just part of the journey, you know. Yeah, so I had to see the other side because I'm still very extravagant, but then I was so extravagant, like I was just living carelessly. But now, through this fire that I went in these 9 months in the ghetto with Chinese, we literally shared toilets outside. There was just one toilet you share with Chinese. It was pretty dirty and horrible, pretty horrible. I'll clean it and I'll come and see you find it all messy and all of that. So I had to stay there for 9 months. I call that an incubation period. It's just like the child staying in the mother's womb for 9 months in order to grow, in order to like have DNA transfer through the umbilical cords and all of those things. So I call that period in the ghetto my incubatory or incubation period in China. Through that time, I got to know myself. I got to trust in God more, and I got to trust in the process. I trust the process. I call it a journey. I can also call it a journey. I trust in the journey, right? And I've just been talking. So I just had to trust in the process, and I believe in my God that He's not a God that will go to Egypt and tell the Israelites that I'm setting you free, I'm getting you out of the house of your captive, and takes them to the Red Sea only to abandon them. No, He's a God of second plans. He's a God who already had it all figured out from the beginning. He knows the end from the beginning. He's a God who made way for them to walk through dry land in the middle of the Red Sea. He's not a God to take them out of Egypt and to allow them to die of hunger and starvation in the wilderness. He's a God to provide them with manners from heaven. He's that kind of God. He never fails. He took me to China for a purpose, part of the journey, part of the process. And I'm pretty much happy because I feel like the purpose for which I went to China for was accomplished. Like, a lot of people were impacted, a lot of people were inspired, and when they gave back to me, like organizing a surprise birthday party for me, it was just like the ice on the cake. It was just like tying the ribbon to the package you want to send as a present. It was everything. You know, you've given and you were not expecting to receive, and boom, people got together, they planned for months, and then they gave you the biggest surprise of your life. They gave you one of the biggest surprises of your life, a surprise birthday party. Something you were not expecting. So I pretty much appreciate them. I pretty much love them. I love them from the bottom of my heart. And you know, I'm just here to give you all a recap about China, what China life for me in China has been. Yeah, so it's not been all a bed of roses. It's been a journey of ups and downs, and until I found myself, and I've been myself. I've been working towards perfecting me, like every day, to be a better person, to be able to impact each and every person I get to meet, to inspire them in my own way, and to speak to their minds and soul seeds that will germinate and grow and produce trees that will bear positive fruits. That's me. That's my journey in China. Alright, thank you.